The 50-15-25-10 financial system, the ultimate map to control your money. Let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I was one of those people who checked my bank account with dread. I'd get my paycheck, pay the bills, treat myself a few times, and somehow, at the end of the month, there was nothing left. I felt like I was running on a financial hamster wheel. Sound familiar? The problem is, we're taught how to make money, but not how to manage it. We think the solution is a raise, but when it arrives, the money keeps slipping away. This is called lifestyle inflation, the silent enemy of your wealth. Today, we're going to break that cycle. Forget tracking every coffee you drink. I'm going to present you with a system, a complete map that isn't based on restriction, but on the design of your financial life. It's the 50-15-25-10 rule, and I guarantee that if you apply this rule, you'll take complete control of your money, no matter how much you earn. Stick with it because every part of this rule is a piece of the puzzle to your financial freedom. Part 1. The solid ground. 50% for your essential needs. Let's start with the foundation, the ground on which you'll build everything else. 50%. Half of your net income, what you get after taxes, should cover your essential needs. But what's essential? It's what you couldn't live or work without: housing, utilities, transportation to work, and the food you cook at home. The big mistake 99% of people make is letting this category inflate. You get a raise and think, great, I'm moving to a bigger apartment, or time to upgrade. And so, without realizing it, your cost of living rises at the same rate as your income, and you never leave the same place. Limiting your needs to 50% forces you to be intentional. Let's break down the big three of expenses, because this is where you can make the biggest changes. Housing. This is usually the biggest expense. If your rent or mortgage exceeds 30% of your net income, you're in danger. Solutions? Consider getting a roommate, renegotiating your lease when the lease is up, or if you're buying, don't buy the maximum the bank is offering. Transportation. Owning a car is incredibly expensive. It's not just the monthly payment, it's gas, insurance, maintenance, taxes. People underestimate the true cost. Do the math. Could you use public transportation, bike, or carpool? The difference can be hundreds of euros or dollars a month that you could be investing. Food. Eating out is a silent budget killer. A $12 meal a day is $240 a month. Cooking at home using the meal prep technique not only saves you a fortune, but it's also healthier. And here are 2 quick tips. Call your internet and phone provider once a year, tell them you have a better deal, and ask what they can do for you. 80% of the time, they'll lower your bill, and apply the 7-day rule to any non-essential purchases over $50. The impulse almost always fades. Part 2. Your fortress. 15% for your financial stability. Imagine you've built an incredible castle, but you have no walls. At the first attack, everything collapses. That's the purpose of this 15%, to build your financial strength, your emergency fund. Let me tell you something personal. Early in my career, I had a medical emergency that my insurance didn't cover. I didn't have a stability fund. I had to take out a loan with extremely high interest rates, and it took me almost 2 years to pay it off. All the progress I'd made went up in smoke because I didn't have this cushion. This fund is your peace of mind insurance. Its goal is to cover 3 to 6 months of your essential expenses, not your salary. If your basic expenses are $1,000 a month, your goal is to have between $3,000 and $6,000. 3 or 6 months. It depends on your situation. Do you have a very stable job, and does your partner also work? Maybe 3 months is enough. Are you self-employed, freelance? Do you have a variable income, or are you the sole source of income in your household? Aim for 6 months or even more. Order is key. Before you start investing aggressively or paying off low-interest debt, your number one priority is to build a mini emergency fund of at least $1,000. This small cushion will protect you from life's little surprises while you work on the rest. How to fill it? In addition to automating the 15% transfer each month, use the roundup method. There are apps that round up your purchases to the nearest euro or dollar and automatically invest the difference into this account. It's cents that turn into hundreds without you even realizing it. Part 3, your wealth engine, 25% for growth. This is the exciting part. It's where you go from surviving to thriving. 25% of your income goes toward buying assets, and it's crucial to understand the difference. An asset puts money in your pocket. Examples: stocks, mutual funds, a rental property. A liability takes money out of your pocket. Examples: a depreciating car, the latest cell phone, credit card debt. Rich people focus on acquiring assets. The middle class focuses on acquiring liabilities that they believe are assets. Your money's worst enemy. If you keep this 25% in the bank, you're losing money every day. It's called inflation. If inflation is 3%, your money in the bank is worth 3% less every year. The only way to beat it is by investing. The winning strategy, simple and boring. Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors in history, has said that for most people, the best strategy is to invest consistently in an S&P 500 index fund. It's low-cost, diversified. You invest in the 500 largest U.S. companies at once, and, over the long term, has proven to be incredibly effective. It's the easiest way to own a piece of the world's best companies. Automate everything. The key isn't trying to guess when the market will go up or down, it's consistency. Set up an automatic transfer the day after you get paid, every month, rain or shine. This is called dollar cost averaging, DCA, and it's your best friend. The fiscal superpower. Investigate tax-advantaged investment accounts in your country. Pension plans, Roth IRAs, ISAs. These are tools the government gives you to make your money grow faster, paying less tax. Ignoring them is like turning down free money. Part 4, your fuel, 10% for rewards. And we come to the final 10%, the glue that holds the whole plan together. This is your guilt-free spending fund. This money has a very important job to keep you motivated and happy. A financial plan that relies only on sacrifice is destined to fail. You'll burn out. This 10% is the reward for your discipline in the other 90%. Create your joy account. A separate account where you deposit this 10% each month, and the rule is you have to spend it. If you have $50 left at the end of the month, go out to dinner, buy that book, go to the movies. Train your brain to associate good financial management with a tangible, positive reward. Redefine reward. It doesn't have to be all about consumerism. How about investing in yourself? A cooking class, an online course for a new skill, a workshop ticket. Spending on experiences or your own development will give you a much greater return on happiness than any material object. Conclusion and the next step. The 50-15-25-10 system isn't a straitjacket, it's a roadmap. At first, your numbers might be 70-5-5-20. That's okay. The goal isn't to be perfect tomorrow. The goal is to have clarity today and know where to move. This system gives you the power to decide. It allows you to say, no, I'm not going to buy that because I'd rather feed my growth fund. Yes, I'm going to treat myself to this treat because it's in my 10% and I've earned it. Your mission, if you choose to accept it. I want you to do more than just watch this video. I want you to take action. Step 1. Tonight, open a spreadsheet and calculate your current percentages. No judgment, just to know your starting point. Step 2. Identify one thing you can change this week. Just one. Cancel a subscription, plan meals, automate $20 into your savings account. Step 3. Write in the comments what that first action will be. My first step is making a public commitment is incredibly powerful. If you've made it this far, it's because you're serious about your future. To help you out, in the next video, we'll do a step-by-step tutorial on how to open an account with a low-cost brokerage and make your first investment in an index fund. So, if you don't want to miss it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and very importantly, hit the bell. Thanks for investing your time with me. See you at the next level.